Today we're looking at the yoga asana Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. This is a really lovely yoga pose because it decompresses the spine and calms the nervous system. I'm going to show you the best way to get into legs up the wall. I'll show you two different ways depending upon the mobility in the backs of your legs. And then I'm going to show a few different options for folding blankets to help support the pose. So the first way to get into the pose, this is for people who have a little bit less hamstring flexibility or mobility in the backs of the legs. You're going to sit just in back of this edge of the mat, and you're along the side of your wall. Take your hand and trace the side of the mat to come onto your side. From here, you're just going to flip in one piece onto your back and let your legs rest up. And you can rest here for a good 5 minutes if you're comfortable. The second way of getting into this yoga pose is by getting very close to the wall. You're still sitting just behind the edge of the mat. You're going to start to come onto your side and then kind of climb your bum up the wall. And then you'll trace the side of the mat and flip over in one piece. This will create a position that is a little bit closer to the wall. Your body is a little bit closer. And again, you can rest here for 5 minutes or even longer, as long as you're comfortable. The last thing I want to show you is a few different blanket folds that may help support your pose a little bit better depending upon what is happening in your own body. So first, if you are someone who, when you lie on your back, your chin is higher towards the ceiling than your nose or your forehead, then you're going to want to place some support under your head. The support should only go under your neck and your head. Make sure it doesn't go under your shoulders so your shoulders can kind of soften towards the floor. Some people also really enjoy chest opening during this pose, in which case you may want to fold the blanket going long ways, place it near the wall for the pelvis, fold another blanket long ways, and this will be perpendicular. And here, your spine and your torso and your pelvis rest a little bit higher off the floor, and you can open your arms and really allow some opening through the chest. Again, if you needed the padding under your head, you would still place that even with these blankets as well. If your pelvis is a little bit further away from the wall, then you may want to have a blanket that is a little bit wider here. And then the last thing I'll mention is if you're fused into your lumbar and into your sacrum, you may have a natural lordotic curve that was restored or created. And in this case, you want to make sure that you're supporting the soft tissues. So this is going to be very individual, but for some of you, you may enjoy having a little bit of height underneath your pelvis. And that height, maybe this much or maybe even less. It could also be going this long ways, it might even be less than a blanket, so maybe a towel. And this is something that you'll just experiment with and see what feels the most supportive and the most comfortable. Thanks for joining me today. Once again, my name is Jen Gorman. I am a patient, advocate, and practitioner for people with spinal fusions, scoliosis, and other back care needs. If you'd like more information, you can find me at scoliosisandbackcare.com. Thanks so much.